All right, Salakia. This will be part two of the video. Okay, let's get back to it. All right. So it says, let's go ahead and start in Psalms 137 and 8. O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed. This is talking about America. This is talking about the place where the Israelites are mostly held. Okay, America. Also spiritually known as Sodom and Gomorrah, spiritually Egypt, okay, Babylon the Great, okay, the reincarnated ancient Roman Empire, okay. They got the same government and everything. All right, and you gotta be wicked to not realize the wickedness that's going on in this earth because of Esau. Okay, as soon as he came back into power, it's been nothing but hell, chaos. All right, and we're gonna get a couple more precepts too. This Amos, Amos 1 and 11. Amos 1 and 11. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. And who's his brother? Who's his younger brother? Jacob. Okay? And it says, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. All right? And that's where we at today. Okay? This old serpent, this devil, Satan, okay? Though this is describing a man, okay? when you go into the definition of those words, okay, it's describing a man, characteristics, okay? Like if you call somebody a dog, what that mean? Okay, you basically saying you calling them the B word. You saying they ain't shit, right? You know, that's the same thing for Esau Edom, the so-called white man. These different terminologies is just to show you that he's wicked, he's off. Stay away from him. All right, there's nothing good in him. Okay. So it says, and we see this precept today, Amos 1 and 11. Okay. So for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that's still trusting in the American philosophy that universalism, everybody come together, everybody speak one language, everybody have one faith and all. No, okay? That's why the Lord destroyed the Tower of Babel, okay? You know, this place is confusion. The word Babel goes into confusion. All right? You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, y'all are prisoners of war. Okay? You came over here, Esau, when Esau first came over here, okay, he attacked the northern tribes and killed the northern tribes. Not all of them, but he waged war against the northern tribes and did all types of wickedness to them. Okay? That's why the scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing, Judah and Israel were oppressed together. Okay? And we ultimately was oppressed together over here in Babylon the Great. All right? Let's get the next precept. It was, I think Malachi. Yeah. And that border of wickedness, that's the key. That's the key point. Okay? It's Malachi 1 and 4. And it says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bashem Al-Shah, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. Okay? And that border of wickedness is talking about Esau Edom, the so-called white man, the blue-eyed devil. Okay? It's you literally gotta be bugged out of your mind to not see the wickedness that he has done on the earth. You know, these people are blind. You're spiritually blind. You have forgotten who this man is. Esau didn't deceive you to the point and butt break you to the point you didn't forgot that he's your enemy. Okay, he didn't deceive you that bad to the point you don't even see him as your enemy no more. Okay, despite the history to prove it, despite current events, how he currently treats you, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you still trust in him. All right, that's Stockholm syndrome. All right. It says, the border of wickedness and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. All right. Let's get this other one. All right. This Revelation 18:4. And it says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Okay? Because the Lord allowed Babylon the Great America to rule for a certain amount of time. All right? And now the Lord is about to take this place down, right along with those 7 heads and 10 horns. That's the NATO and the EU. All right? The Lord is about to take this whole beast system down. All right? And this was all prophecy. That's what we're trying to get you to understand. It was prophesied for the ancient Roman Empire to come back as Babylon the Great America in the NATO and the EU. It was prophesied for that to happen. Okay? And Isaac blessed Esau. Okay? With the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth. And by thy sword shalt thou live. Okay? How did Esau, the so-called white man, get everything? By living by the sword, by being carnal, by being violent, by being a liar. Okay? Let's see. Okay. This First Thessalonians, well, it might be Second Thessalonians. Yeah, it's Second Thessalonians. Salakia. All right. I'm gonna just skip down. Let me see. Yeah. I'm gonna skip down, and I'm gonna close out on this precept, okay? And like I said, this part 2 of the first video. This was just off the dome. Well, I ain't gonna say off the dome, but I was just rereading up on Christopher Columbus and the wickedness, you know, all the crime he did to the Northern Kingdom Israelites. Okay. All right. And you know, that hurt and pain is fuel for the men of the Lord. You know, that caused us to prophesy. You know, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. You know, especially when you go into the details, you know, and you really see how this devil, they knew, Christopher Columbus, he knew who we were. Okay, Christopher Columbus, he knew that you so-called Native Americans, he knew y'all spoke Hebrew. Okay, he had translators on his ships. All right, he knew we spoke Hebrew. All right, this devil wasn't coming over there to discover anything. That devil was coming over there to take, to rape, rob, and murder, to spoil. You know, he took the gold, okay? did everything to us. But you Jakes, 2/3 of our people just simple-minded. They celebrating Thanksgiving and Columbus Day and all this extra stuff, not understanding the wickedness that this man did to y'all. all Esau got his founding fathers and on the dollar bills and all that. The guys that you spending the faces you see on your dollar bills, they hated you, Jake. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay? That Juneteenth, so-called the day y'all got free, you're not free. Deceived the hell out of you. All right? We're still in captivity to this day. All right? Those 400 years prophecy, that's talking about ancient Egypt. Okay? Us as Israelites, our whole nation went into captivity to the Egyptians, okay, for 400 years. All right, that don't have nothing to do with Babylon the Great America. All right. So let's read this. It's 2 Thessalonians 2:7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. So who's letting everything go down right now? The Lord is. Okay? The Lord knows the perfect time to strike. All right? And the Lord is already visiting this earth with plagues. The Lord is sending plagues on the earth. Okay? The Lord is causing a famine, drought. The weather, diverse weather and so forth and so forth, Evils is multiplying, not slacking. I ain't even say that, but just all the prophecies that's written in the book, okay? The plagues that the Lord hit Egypt, ancient Egypt, they befallen this place, Babylon the Great. Okay? And this is new Egypt, new bondage. All right? The word Egypt, it goes back to Mizraim, which that goes back to bondage. All right? And when you know the history, we know that we didn't go, and back in ancient times, we wasn't taken into captivity under the Egyptians by way of ships, But Jake is simple-minded. That shows you who that's talking about. Okay? But the Lord got to be dealing with you for you to understand it. Lord got to open up your put that eye salve on you, spiritually speaking. But that's talking about you so-called Negroes. All right, you so-called Negroes, Jamaicans, and Haitians. Okay, the Southern Kingdom. All right, and that was prophecy for us to be brought over here. What the Northern Kingdom was in captivity. That's why I said earlier, Judah and Israel were oppressed together. Okay. All right. I was gonna read more, but I'm gonna just close out. Got this. Well, I'm gonna just close out. Well, I said, but yeah, got a 2/3 Jake, that claim to be woke, but he's trying to ear hustle and shit. I'm not about to. That's why the scriptures say don't cast pearls to swine. Jake trying to be spiritual, but smoking a blunt and got dreadlocks. That's crazy. But with that, I want to end it off and give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Hashem, Harakak Wadash, Double honors to my elder apostles of Great Millstone, rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to the Akim of Great Millstone, pushing his truth throughout the four corners in these last days. Shalom.